ever seen like the Rat King and it's like all the rat's tails are like intertwined?
Oh
together?
God, yeah. That didn't even happen.
I don't know, but Jade's first night in New York City saw one. And granted,
You saw Rat King?
Yeah, and like,
How?
I don't know because we were. It was like 2 a.m. because he pulled up so we could take a flight to MFF. I have never seen one before, and somehow we're walking up the block to go to the chicken spot because I want him to try an authentic New York City food, and we just see mad rats by a tree, and a couple of them were like knotted together, and we're like, oh my god.
I have been living in this city all my life, and I have never saw a Rat King.
It was my first time seeing it.
That's like seeing a shiny Pokemon.
Rattata.
That's a shiny Rattata. Yeah. That's crazy. No, how did you manage to see that?
I
Like,
don't know. It was 2 a.m. I've never seen one, and of course, Jade already comes here thinking, you know, the New York City sucks and it's the worst. And of course, that's the first
thing he fucking sees.
He did like the burger though, so we lost one, but we got one.
He better have liked that fucking burger.
You know, it evened out.
Did you get him a bacon, egg, and cheese?
No, we were gonna go to the bodega in the morning.
On,
The plan was to go to the bodega in the morning, and then we couldn't because when we woke up, we had to figure out the parking situation because we parked in the CVS parking lot overnight because I was like, everyone else is doing it, just do it. So we don't want to leave it there, then it gets towed, and we're trying to figure out how to park. But where I live is like a school zone, so parking sucks. And then there's like no parking between this time and that time. Then we thought we found a place and the sign said no standing. And I was like, yeah, no standing. So it's fine for cars. It's not fine for people, right? Like, what the fuck does no standing mean?
They should really fix those signs.
Funny enough, with the no standing, I actually got Jade in trouble for that. And I had to pay his parking ticket.
Oh, right, when he visited.
Yeah, when he visited, we didn't see the sun because of the trees. Where, you know where the park is. Where the park is literally covered. That sign. So we was like, oh shit, free parking, let's go. Overnight, we go check on the car. We're just like, oh shit, why the hell do we got a ticket? Then, as God intended, the fucking wind brushes the fucking leaves away from the sign, and it says no standing. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What is no standing? As somebody who's just now learning to drive,
right.
I did not know what that means.
I didn't know what it meant either.
What the fuck do you mean? No standing. And then he had to explain. He was like, you can't leave your car unattended. I was like, oh.
He didn't know at first either. When we saw that sign back then, he didn't know what it was either. We had to Google it. We had to call my friend, phone a friend, and then we realized we couldn't park there. And we're driving, trying to find some place to park. I'm like, let's just find a parking lot. I'll pay for the hours. We get to one parking lot, and they say they can't take any cars because the owner's not there for like a month. And I'm like, how are you making your profit then?
How are you a parking lot and you can't park cars?
How are you even open right now?
Yeah.
Like, I don't. So it got to the point where I was so desperate, and I'm like, you know what? Let me call my job and see if we could just park in the parking lot there for like the 4 days. And we called, and it was not my old job, so my operational manager, Eric, picks up the phone. And he said we could park there a couple of days, but he didn't know how good it would be to park there for all 4 days because if the truck comes and his car's in the way for a truck, no one can move the car.
Oh no.
But then Eric was like, why don't you park in the block right behind the back of the store? Because that's where I always park. And there's always empty spots there. So we make the drive over there. And sure enough, there's a bountiful of like parking spots. Because it's a block. But it's very empty. Like if you look at it on Google Maps, the street's only one way. And it's not like the street that people would kind of know it's there. Because they'll just drive past it and turn on the next four-way. So we end up parking there, and it worked out. And then at Anthrocon, that's what he actually did too. That's the same spot at Anthrocon. We were like, yeah, we'll just park by Chris's job.
Speaking of Anthrocon, we know it's been like a month now
Yeah, just about.
Oh, I know we're late to this. We're late to talking about this, but like Anthrocon was so good.
Yeah, no, it was amazing.
Like, there's so many experiences that we could actually like just talk about, just like sit here and talk about. So let's do that. Welcome, guys. My name is Icarus. Well, you know who this is. I got my two little co-stars right now.
I almost fell off your bed just now, too.
I saw that. I was hoping. So, the one who almost fell off my bed just now, introduce yourself.
What?
Introduce yourself, Mr. Tumbles.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You can call me Cinnabon or Ryan or Cinna for short.
And he's already been on the channel before, but y'all need no introduction to this man.
But I'm gonna give you one anyway. It is AJ, aka Party Wizard. Shout out to everybody who saw the staff swinging at Anthrocon. You know I love you.
We got some stories for you today. It's oh my goodness, guys. Let's start off with the fucking travel there. Like honestly, the travel there.
The travel there wasn't nearly as bad as the travel back, but that's
later.
Yeah.
We won't touch that right now.
What an experience. So this is my second ever Anthrocon and second ever time taking this Greyhound to Anthrocon, and both times I have taken this Greyhound to Anthrocon. Honestly, memorable is such a great word to describe it, but in such a bad way. So my first ever trip to Anthrocon, it was supposed to be an 8-hour bus ride, nice and short, but it ended up becoming an 18-hour bus ride at the end of it because there was traffic. I ended up missing the transfer and get stuck in Baltimore for 2 hours waiting for another bus to hopefully get on it because it was already full. So the keyword was hopefully. If not, I was going to be stuck there for another 12 hours, and that would have just been disastrous. But thankfully, as I'm sitting there waiting, I'm this close to having a mental breakdown. And honestly, I'm sitting there so close to just crying in public in front of everybody at midnight in Baltimore. And all I hear is Lil Nas X's Old Town Road play on in the background. I have never heard that song before that moment, by the way. I didn't know who he even was. But all I heard was, I'ma take my horse to the Old Town Road.
And that was 2019, right?
Yeah, that was 2019. It was the last Anthrocon before COVID hit. So
keep that story in mind.
Yeah,
it's gonna become relevant.
Keep Baltimore in mind. That specific stuff. Just keep that in mind.
It wasn't even the song that was playing. It was a news channel talking about how Lil Nas X broke boundaries because he just came out as gay at the moment. And all I could think about was how he got a lot of probably homophobic men singing about liking to ride dicks. And
oh, for sure.
What an icon.
Yeah.
What an icon. But long story short, I got on that bus an hour later, made it to Anthrocon at 6 a.m. when I was supposed to get there by 11 p.m. And I was too anxious to sleep on the bus ride at all because I did not want to miss my stop. So I saw some beautiful things that night. I got to watch the sunrise. I got to see morning dew on the grass. Beautiful things that I never want to see again.
You know where morning dew comes from, right?
Rain? I don't know.
No, that's when elves jizz on the grass.
Not the jizz.
All right. You want to talk about the fucking sergeant that we got?
Oh God, Mr. Sergeant Commando, Mr. I did 5 tours
in Iraq.
Okay, so yeah, we get on the bus to Anthrocon, right? We're going to Pittsburgh, and we end up getting this guy who's just bragging about his prior army service. He's just like, yo, I can tell y'all right now, I did 3 tours, and I will not hesitate to throw you off my bus if you are acting out. And we're just sitting here okay, dude, let's get on with the show. It's 12 o'clock p.m. It's 12 o'clock a.m. Nobody wants to start a ruckus, all right? Everybody wants to go to fuck to sleep. But he stays there, and he brags about his big dick energy for 20 minutes. And at this point, I'm looking over at Icarus, and I'm just like,
it wasn't even bragging so much as it was threatening to kick us off the bus if we made any noise.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, nobody wants to fucking do anything. And this is the funny part, is that he just kept bragging about oh, I will not hesitate to throw you off this bus because I do not want any disturbances here. I want to get y'all to your destination on time. Right? So you would think this motherfucker was punctual, right? Right, Icarus?
Okay, so our bus ride was from 11 at night. It was going to be an overnight ride. We were supposed to get there 6 in the morning.
6. Supposed to.
But why? Why in the world did we get to Pittsburgh? What is it? Like 7, 8, 9?
No, we got there. We got there at 11, dude.
No, we did not.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
We got there about an hour late. Cause I remember the old white guy who was sitting next to you for the whole ride said like 90 minutes late under his breath because he was tight, but he also didn't want to piss the guy off.
Yeah, it's funny because he thought he was whispering, but everyone heard him.
Nah, everyone heard him. Yeah. And I agreed, I'm not gonna lie.
That guy was angry.
Yo, I was angry too. But I know for a fact it was later than an hour. It was at least 2 hours.
Yeah, I think we got there at 8. I think it was at 8 o'clock.
I think it feels more better than 8.
It was early in the morning.
It was still early because we couldn't check in yet. But thank God for the early check-in.
Yeah. Oh, you must have paid that good money for an early check-in.
I had a suite, and apparently nobody else wanted that suite. Yeah. But yeah, like that guy was not. He didn't. I don't know what road he took, and I think he did not take the right road because of the fact that the pit stop that I wanted to see, that old lady that I always see every year.
For context, every time that we take the Greyhound, we always go to the same pit stop, and we always see this old lady as the cash register at the cash register at this pit stop that we stop at. And this was the first year in which we went to Anthrocon where we didn't see her.
And mind you, this is after COVID, so I don't know if she's dead. I don't know if she's sick. I don't know. I am so scared for this old lady.
I was excited to meet her because I have never met her, but I heard all the stories.
I love this old lady. She was old, white, and I was like, she was just the sweetest. She didn't even offer anything free.
I know.
It was just like her energy. It was just like, yo, she's working the late night shift or the overnight shift.
Yeah.
And she was just so cool.
And every year she would recognize us.
Exactly. And now this fuckwad want to take a different route so I don't have to see that old lady. Almost ruined my entire Anthrocon. I hate that guy. All right? I hate him.
Honestly, the second the bus stopped and we all got off, because Icarus and his partner Jade were like sitting in the seats in front of me. So they get up, Icarus turns and sees me, and he just mouths to me, I want to kick this guy off so bad. You know, I'm just like trying to sit there and mind my business.
This will not be the first time that Icarus threatens violence in this story.
So that was the travel. That was the travel. We can move on.
We get to Pittsburgh, 8 o'clock. We end up actually separating because I'm actually not rooming with these two for once. It's weird because I'm with them at almost every con that we can be at. But I'm actually rooming with my with a friend of mine named Riley, and these two are just in their own hotel with Jade.
Mm-hmm. I love how we're not calling him by his furry name.
Fuck, I never do.
But anyway,
his furry name is Fox. His furry name is Fox. We will be using them interchangeably.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, he's the one on the picture, by the way, that you can see. But anyway, Thursday, nothing really much happened. I didn't even fursuit Thursday. It was just line con.
Yeah.
I had no problem with the line. I had
no
issue.
I did. Let me tell you, I fucking did. No. Okay, so here's the thing is I didn't pre-register my badge, right? You know, shame on me. Should have done that, right? Should have been intelligent. Now, we end up getting into a line, which I thought was the line in order to be able to get the badge, right? Turns out I'm being shepherded onto a line that's the wrong line, that it's like, they tell you, oh, this line, you get on here to get the badge, right? But no, this line is actually if you already pre-registered. So you have to get on this other line to be able to register the badge. So this entire time, I've been on this line for like 2 hours, like legitimately 2 hours. Yeah, because Fox and all of y'all went to go get food, came back, and I was still on this line.
It's funny enough because I didn't even know. I was still on the pre-reg line. That's how long that line was.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's like Anthrocon, I love you, but I think COVID hit y'all hard because y'all forgot how to file lines. Y'all really did.
Mine was quick in 2019.
Yeah.
Very quick.
It was never this bad. To be fair, I am gonna chalk it up to it's been a while. You know, actually, I'm actually curious before I continue this story. How did we beat pre-COVID numbers for attendance?
Do you still? I would have to look it up.
It was almost kind of painful here.
It's like hovering over like I could call it a tie at this point.
Yeah.
But it feels like we did.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to come back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even though the registration line is literally somewhere different than it was because went above and beyond. They actually made that food court where it was like nothing really happened. We didn't really get food from that.
Yeah.
But they would never have that food court. If you was in a parade, you actually passed it.
Oh.
Mhm.
It was that. It was like that. Like they never had that, and that's where usually like registration would hit.
Yeah.
So it was totally different. Like,
Yeah.
So I like the fact that they had an extra room for it, but they needed to know how to work that room because it was just not
it was not
At the end
working.
of the day, also what screwed you and Fox up was the fact that they like let you on the line to get into the room, and then the room you separate based on you pre-regged at this time,
Mhm.
before this day you pre-regged at this day, or if you did sponsor, super sponsor, but the people who had to register on site were herded into another line, but then they had to wait 2 hours before they can register. And it was weird because we all knew that registration for on-site started at 4, but they told us that you could just get in now at 2.
Yeah.
So they did that just to have them wait the 2 hours in the actual room.
And then there wasn't even the right line.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then it wasn't even the right line because, and this is the only thing that saved me, is I ended up making friends with these guys online because I was playing that Heads Up game, you know, that app. Yeah, I was playing with them, right? And I was with them for those whole 2 hours. And then when we got to the front of the line and they told us, oh no, you have to go register your badge. You have to go register to get a badge over on that line, right? Me and Fox went to that line, did the registration. And then as we were coming back, those guys that we were playing with finally got to the front of the line. And I went up to like the guy that was on the booth. And I told the guys that we were playing with this whole time, it's like, guys, can you please just vouch that I was with you on this line this entire time? And they were like, yeah, dude, of course he was. Thankfully, if I didn't make friends with those random guys, I would have had to go and wait on that line for another 2 hours.
like, all right, registration was just ass this year.
Better
But
than MFF.
I feel like they had like less. I don't remember. Did they have less staff there?
I think so.
I think they
They
said
probably did. A lot of cons have been having less staff
Yeah.
lately because
Yeah.
they're trying to get back into things.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that is actually
Yeah.
the registration was atrocious. But honestly, nothing happened on Thursday. It was like the first day, not even the first day. Open ceremonies was until
Yeah.
Friday.
It wasn't until Friday yet.
Yeah, so like Thursday was just chill and people was in fursuits. Pittsburgh is hot.
Yeah.
Thursday nothing
It
happened.
was especially hot this Anthrocon. Like compared to other ones, it was like every day was over 90 degrees.
It was heat wave.
Yeah. It was.
Friday and Saturday when I got caught in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it rained in the morning.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that. But yeah. Let's keep this going.
Tell us about the rain.
Oh,
Was it Friday or Saturday that the rain hit?
It was
you know what? I was designated photographer, so I literally have a whole compendium that will give us all the details of the entire trip.
A designated photographer that I did not take advantage of, so I have like no photos at Anthrocon, but what I get for not rooming with you.
That's because you were the designated photographer.
You remember this girl that kept doing this?
Okay, alright, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna talk to that, and that is definitely on the Friday. This is before anything that I have on that goddamn list.
Yeah.
That is anything before I have anything on that goddamn list that I'm supposed to talk about. Okay. So, y'all want me know. If y'all know, y'all know. Felix the Fox. Photographer. Famous Fox.
Yeah.
For things. Not gonna say what, but for things.
Of
Would you
course.
say he's your favorite fox?
He's everyone's favorite Fox. Let's just say that. Me, Fox, and AJ, we're waiting in the West End. This is the only time we went into the West End, by the way. If you recognize it.
I think so, yeah.
This is the only time. So we're waiting, and we just waited to like meet a friend. Why in the world does this one chick out of nowhere says, "Hey you"? I'm dumbfounded because I'm wearing a hat. I don't have peripheral vision. I'm looking around. She was like, "You, gray and black and white one." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Oh damn. Oh no, she's not talking to me.
That's not specific enough either.
It's not. But for some reason, it felt like I felt her eyes drill into my fursuit and onto my soul. So she comes, she was like, "Oh, can we get a picture of you?" I said, "Yeah, that's fine." I do a normal pose. Like I'm trying to like get her around the waist and just like peace signs up. She bends over.
Yeah.
She bends over and throws it back.
Yeah. Just out of nowhere. Unprovoked.
But was she cute?
I mean, but like, she threw it back while my significant other was there. And like,
she didn't know.
She didn't know. I'll give her that. But when we walked away after the picture, right? For some reason, she tried. I saw it. I saw it in the peripheral of my non-vision because I was wearing a fursuit. She tried to do it with another fursuit, but then apparently she didn't like it, so she called me back.
Oh yeah,
for a second time.
For a three-peat, actually.
This is a three-peat, but this is the second time. She does it for a second time, and then she's like, bends over again. I said, you know what? I might as well just do the picture. So I'm put my hand on her back. Yeah. Acting like it was just like, okay, I got it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was that. I walked away the farthest from that staircase. I was sitting down on the opposite side of the lobby. Why do I hear, "Gray, white, and black wolf, can you come here? I want another one." I'm like, what the? All right, lady. All right, so I'll go in there, do it one more time, and then thank goodness Felix came after that third picture. We bounced after that. We was like, this is weird. I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, we always knew you were a lady killer. I mean, clearly she went back for seconds and thirds.
Seconds and thirds.
She felt something.
Yeah.
She felt a connection.
Yeah, she felt a connection. What was she connecting to back there?
A man doesn't kiss and tell. He just puts it on the internet.
The status of Icarus's dick will become relevant to the story in a second.
It's this day too.
No, it doesn't happen yet. It happens yet. It happens when I get the staff.
It happens Friday night. It happens Friday night because we all go for those tacos.
Yes.
And you had the staff already.
Mm-hmm.
I had the staff by Friday. Let me see when
it happens Friday night. When we're at that Mexican place.
Let me look at the pictures so I can see the first instance of the staff.
So while AJ gets a staff, Icarus loses a staff.
And talking about where he got it, which was the dealer's den.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you just talk about because we didn't go to the dealer's den until Saturday. So talk about the dealer's den.
I'm someone who I go in and I'm just like very hardcore with souvenirs. The joke is that I tend to buy a lot of souvenirs for friends who don't go to cons. And then for me, it's just art. I fucking love art. And I've like developed connections with so many artists at the dealer's den and at the artist alley that I'm always visiting their booths first. I'm saying what's up. I'm catching up with them. There's this one artist, my friend Entropy. Follow them on Twitter at Entropy Art. So amazing. I always make it my business to commission them at every con I go to. Do I sometimes regret the amount of money? Maybe a little, but not really. Not really. So, and at the artist alley at Anthrocon, there was one particular artist that I had met at FWA. I had went to FWA. Unfortunately, these guys did not go. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
I almost went for a day.
You did.
I was like, so
I had
close
to talk you out of it.
I was so close to paying like 300 just for that.
I had to talk him out of it. I remember that. So I met this artist at FWA because she really loved my suit, and I didn't have the money to commission her then. But I told myself I would commission her at Anthrocon, and I sure as hell went up to her booth. We chit chatted. I had my little eater bag with her pins on it, and I got that commission. It came out really cute. And then at the same time, I met another artist with such an adorable art style, all pastels, which is such an aesthetic for me. And I had to think about that for at least a day because I knew I wanted to commission her, but I didn't know what I wanted to commission from her. And when I tell you the last of the money I had for spending went to her, it got to the point where I said, here's $60 for the chibi commission. Surprise me. I don't know what I want from you, but I want a commission from you. So just surprise me. And a little cute story was she asked if I wanted her to draw my bunny, and I said to her, I'm gonna show you my fursuit, and then you tell me if you want to draw my rabbit or my fursuit character. So I show her my fursuit, which is this kimono suit of a dragon, and it's half blue, half like pink, and it's very pastel, which is her aesthetic as well. So when she's very cotton candy. So when she saw my little cotton candy dragon boy, she fell in love and was like, I have to draw it. Actually, I never showed you guys the art of it. So
And if you send it to me, I could actually put it up.
I don't want you to put it up just because I did promise her I wouldn't show public until she puts it on her Patreon first.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Because I asked her for her info to credit her, but
That means follow her Patreon and you'll see it.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
for her handle I believe is Cran and Things.
I'll put it in the description below.
But this is the artwork that I got from her.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
That is super adorable.
Yeah. Looks like cotton candy and candy corn.
And that was a surprise. I did not tell her to draw that. She surprised me, and I was surprised to say the least.
I cannot draw anything cute. It's all anime. It's like, what do you mean?
I feel like if you give it a try.
I might give it a try, probably. I drew a human.
Yeah.
And that shit was weird.
like such limited fur.
It's just hair.
It's just hair.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Who is this naked mammal on my screen?
At what point does hair become fur?
That's a hits blood.
Perfect.
Just a hits blood. I don't smoke, but I felt that. I felt the high from that.
Talking about smoke.
Oh god.
You gotta tell that story.
Wait. Which exact story?
You know the one. The one with Chip.
Oh
Shit.
Christ.
I'm
Oh,
gonna tell the second half. You're gonna tell like the first one.
Okay. So this was Friday?
Friday night. 'Cause
Yeah, Friday night.
We was trying to do the Stranger Things.
Exactly. Yeah. So then that night we were trying to do like a Stranger Things watch party because part 2 of Stranger Things season 4 just dropped. We wanted to try and get some people in our suite watch it with us, right? Now I had brought edibles on this trip, and I had asked Fox, "Hey Fox, how often do you smoke or try edibles? Sample the devil's lettuce, so to speak." And
Not the devil's lettuce.
And Fox was like, "Oh yeah, no, I do it regularly, right?" So I'm thinking, okay, Fox can hang, right? I give him an edible, right? And then we go out for beer. Everything's cool, chilling, right? On the way back, it starts to hit. We sit down in the lobby, and I look at Fox, and I tell him like, "Hey man, how you feeling?" He just nods to me, says, "Yeah, I'm feeling it." And then after that, oh my god, Fox just ends up. Homeboy cannot hang. He is just like falling asleep, right?
And that's not even all of it. Because after that, we actually went to the taco place.
Yeah.
And then he drunk.
Oh God, yeah.
He had that.
It was a pineapple margarita. Him and I both got the same margarita, and we were like, "Why did they give us a straw for the margarita? Because it's supposed to like typically like if you've never had a margarita, the glass is drizzled with salt. Drizzled the wrong word, but y'all know what I mean. And then you're supposed to taste the salt while you're sipping from it. But we both try the salt, and it is like the nastiest salt we have ever tasted. The margarita was good. Like the margarita was good, but we get why they gave us a straw because they knew the salt was bad. They knew the salt was bad. And this boy actually at one point licked the salt straight out the glass.
Yeah.
And he makes the ugliest face in disgust, and it is the funniest thing I've seen.
That's not the first time he put like this substance in his mouth.
Substance?
It was literally salt, and then there's gonna be cheese.
What do you mean by substance?
Cheese. And there's a reason why around we say do not drink the cheese.
Oh
I'm
God.
gonna tell you that story.
I know the story. You can tell them.
I will tell them the story. But then, meanwhile, while this is happening, I get to the restaurant late because I had appointments. Appointments.
He had calls.
Appointments.
Appointments is for the sub. If you're the top, it's a call.
Well, I had a call to make.
Yeah.
So
A call to answer.
Mm-hmm.
that
The Call
yes,
of Duty.
I had the call.
The Call of Booty.
If you know, you know. But I come here and I am exhausted. Like I literally, my stomach for some reason is feeling messed up. I remember going to that restaurant and just dying.
You were hunched over.
Like-
You were hunched over on the table. You were hunched over. Jade is feeling whatever he's feeling.
Oh God,
You and I are the only sane ones.
Yeah,
at this
and I'm
table.
high at this point too.
No, I know exactly why I was fucked up. It wasn't because of the activities. It was because of that fucking water. Remember that water that we got from that vending machine in our hotel room?
Mhm.
But it wasn't like Poland Springs. It wasn't like distilled. It wasn't like any name brand that New Yorkers have. It was this off-brand. I don't know what the fuck they called it. It was like Mountain View or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I drank that water after the activities, and then my stomach just died. It was like, yo, you can drink that fucking river water and you'll be way better than this filtered water, whatever they got. I don't know. Did they fucking just dip the bottle of the river water in the bottle and just refrigerate it? I don't know. But I came back to that restaurant and I felt like, I don't know if I looked it because I am particularly black,
You looked it.
but I was pale as fuck, probably. I felt like I was pale. I was just like on the floor, on the table, not feeling any type of senses whatsoever. I just wanted to die.
Homeboy was not in a good mood, let me tell you.
This Anthrocon, it was a roller coaster of emotions for me,
Yeah.
but I still say it was one of the best.
Yeah.
If you're not almost dying, are you even out of Furcon?
So it's like, Pittsburgh, I don't know what it is that you put in your water, but like, please, like, put less plutonium or whatever, because, like,
Well, we don't know where that water came from.
Hey, yo.
It came from anywhere.
Yo, New York City water is just the best filtered. I'm not saying that. No. New York City has the best water.
definitively.
Yeah,
Like-
you could dip the bottle in the Hudson and it would have probably tasted better.
We got Florida water. Remember Florida
Oh,
water?
God, no.
Oh no.
You don't drink the water in Florida.
No, you do not. So we went to. Sorry for any Floridians out there. Sorry for any
No, they
Pittsburghians out
They know
there.
it's the truth. They know
I'm
it's
just
the
saying,
truth.
New York City has the best type of filters out there when it comes to water. I don't fucking die or lose 7 of my lives. If this was a game, it probably would have been a game over. That lunch alone would have killed me.
Nah, Icarus was on 1 health point the entire trip.
No. Wait, hold on. If I was Legend of Zelda, I came with 3 hearts. That shit took it to 1 heart, and then what happens next took it half heart. And
Yep.
I've never had a potion since.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the crazy part about it too is like if we're talking about video game, it's not even like a one-hit thing and you lose all this health. It was chipping.
Yeah.
your health bar the entire time.
Anthrocon. This Anthrocon was probably the most physical damage I have done
Yeah.
to myself
Definitely.
at anything.
Definitely the most physically strenuous.
This is me speaking with a broken hand right now. This
Yeah.
is nothing compared to the physical damage that I've received and gave to myself at Anthrocon.
All right. For a little bit of context, do we want to tell that story right now?
In chronological order, because Chip, it does happen before Chip.
It does happen before Chip. Tell Chip.
So, Chip, literally, going off to the regular story, going back to his story with the high and Fox. First of all, we're in the rave. We try to make it to the rave, and then it's literally there's a dance circle around us. Party wizard over here.
Oh, yeah.
and just killing the floor. Listen, if you don't know AJ, he's not even a furry. As you can see by the photo, we call him AJ because he's like literally furry adjacent.
Was that what AJ stands for?
Yeah.
Adjacent, yeah.
I didn't know.
So
Yeah.
literally, we call him that because of the fact that like I dragged him 1 year to Anthrocon. This is literally like an anniversary.
Yeah.
Like an 8, like what? How many? I got those shits on my board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 6 years of Anthrocon.
Yeah.
We've been through, so it was like an anniversary.
Yeah.
So he comes in, he's killing the floor. My boy don't know how to dance. I'll be honest with you. My boy doesn't know how to dance, but
But
he
you'll never
has
know.
confidence, so you'll never know that. He's killing this dance floor. I'm the only one who's just like, nigga, like, bro, your footwork, work on it, please.
I
As
know.
someone who knows I don't dance, please work on your footwork. But
Meet me in bachata, though. Some bachata merengue, bro. That I got.
that one, I can't. You know what? I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. He knows how to do it. So he's killing the floor. And I'm in fursuit, not in full suit. This is the first Anthrocon I'm wearing full suit too. So I don't want to die in the rave. I look to my left. Why is my significant other just staring out into the distance? I don't think he knew he was at the rave.
Did he have
At
a
all.
suit head on?
He had a suit head on, yeah.
Cannot hang.
He was just standing there staring off into the distance. He didn't even know there was a dance circle around us.
And honestly, for anyone who hasn't seen Fox's like suit of Finley, like when we say staring to the distance, when you see that suit, it truly just embodies this idea.
really
of no
does.
thoughts, head empty.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Especially
Yes.
with the glasses. Oh my god. But the glasses made it super cute though.
Yeah.
His suit is adorable. But yes, head the fuck empty. Behind that stare, there is no thoughts.
No. He was trying to survive that entire night.
So after we left early. We left early because we knew we wanted the Stranger Things
Yeah.
watch party. So it was around, right? We come back to our hotel. It was a ways away. We had the embassy, if anybody didn't know. We didn't have the Westin, so yeah, it was a good hotel because it was like
right
nice.
there. The embassy's right there too. So it's not like it was.
It wasn't that far. It was like a
Yeah.
five,
Yeah.
10 minute.
It was right there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So we just like we had a nice room, nice hotel, nice view.
Mhm.
Oh my god, that view was amazing.
Yep.
So we sit up. We getting everything situated. We got the computer hooked up to the TV. Nice. We got the living room and the whole bed set. It was just like a really nice fucking hotel. We get to snacks. So unfortunately, a lot of people couldn't come because, hey, they want to join. Or Usagi, the rabbit that met us.
Yes. Yes.
She couldn't come sadly because that was her last day. She was like leaving the night. He
Yeah.
was like, shit, fuck. So we decided, hey, let's start it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
What's part 2? We got this. We got this.
And remember, no spoilers because I have yet to see.
No. We don't need no spoilers. With no spoilers for this story. Literally, this has nothing to do with Stranger Things at this point. We're watching it.
But yet things get stranger.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. things get a lot stranger.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and I'm cuddling up with my significant other, and then AJ's sitting around. He's around this. He know. If anybody doesn't know, he's been my brother in arms for 12 years now, going on 13.
Yeah.
Like this September.
Oh,
It's like
I'm mad too.
we've been friends for like ever. So I literally could like talk to him about anything, sit with him about anything. It's just a brotherhood. Me and Cinnabon, however, we had like 7 years.
Like 7 or 8.
7 or 8
I never
years?
counted. Like
So
7 or 8.
we have a close circle. So I'm cuddling with Fox, and then we're snacking up. We had some nice like some chips or whatever. I forgot.
Yeah.
It was like salt and vinegar or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
A bunch
It was
of
like
shit.
some healthy salt and vinegar chips.
I have chips at home.
And you didn't bring them here.
I came here straight from work.
Ah.
So we sitting watching, and then I get like a nice head tilt. So he's just like on my shoulder. I was like, oh, that's so cute. He's cuddling, and then all I hear is Chip. I was wondering. I was like, okay, you must be hungry. Just dig in the bag. I'm watching. I am invested. I don't hear the bag rustling, and I don't feel, since it's in my hand, I don't feel his hand going in there. And all he says is, Chip. I looked over. The cutest thing I ever see him do. He's like, literally his face is red. I don't know because he was high. I don't know because like the scene of Stranger Things, when it was in the upside down, the red lightning flash. I don't know what it was. It was just like him blushing or something like that. It was the cutest fucking scene I ever seen. So I was like, what the fuck are you, like, just dig in the fucking bag. I'm offering you the chips. Chip. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna be cute. I'm gonna feed it to him. I take it, I give it to him. And his head lifts off my shoulder. I was like, alright. He just wanted to be cute. That's fine. I Stranger Things. I'm watching it. 2 minutes later. Chip. And I'm gonna tell you, this lasted for 4 or 5 minutes of him just asking for a chip. A singular chip.
Yeah, and at that point, it's just like, just dig in the bag.
Yo, just get the bag. Just take it out of my hand.
Should have put the whole bag in his face.
I could have. I should have. But I wanted chips too. And then I didn't hear him anymore. So I looked over. Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely gone. It was like, what? Like, these episodes was like really long.
Yeah, this last episode was like an hour or something like
So
that.
it was like 1/3 of the way in, and then he was just gone. I was like, yeah, we're never gonna finish this.
Nope.
We're never gonna finish this.
Nope.
So we end up going to sleep. And literally, that's the story of Chip. Because it was like the most adorable and the most funniest thing ever to me that night. Because for me, in my head, I was always just laughing. I was laughing in my head so hard. And that was the story of Chip.
You know what I really enjoyed from that Friday? The fact that I brought my boxing gear and I just started teaching a bunch of people how to throw punches and do combinations. And then there was one guy who was actually a wrestler and he taught me how to do a takedown. Oh my god, that was so fun.
I do remember that.
That was so fun. I swear, I'm gonna start doing that. Like, this is just a side note. I'm gonna start doing that in more conventions. I'm just gonna show up with like MMA gear and just be like, yo, who wants to spar? You know how people be like, yo, free hugs. I'm gonna be walking around like free hands.
Hey, yo, catch these hands.
Catch these paws.
We gotta get you like real paws on like super bappy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be like that one like TikTok going around. It's like, these are fucking bappers, and I will boop the shit out of you.
Oh, yes.
like Jay, who fucking who smacked me.
Yes.
The one I just like slow motion slap.
Yes.
That was a Sunday. Shit. Oh my lord.
I'll get 2 of those and just pat.
a lot of miscellaneous stuff happens Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
But we are not even close to fucking
We can move
Saturday.
on to Saturday.
Keep in mind, Friday.
Hold on. But the Friday is like the one story that we like that I have to tell.
So Friday is the day that I get my Party Wizard staff. It's also the debut of Deathmade, but
I did wear Deathmade. Literally, the cat ears was a present for my birthday. My birthday's not during Anthrocon, by the way. My birthday was like.
His birthday's in March.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Really
I can say
appreciate
the
you.
day. That's
I won't say your day.
Touche.
Yeah,
Touche.
but the ears was a birthday gift, and they my fursuit maker and her man, they literally her man has like a Deathpool outfit, so he brought the swords, and I was just around wearing the swords, and I was just like,
Deathmade.
because like the ears had like little frizzles on it, and I still have them. It's like one of my longest now that one actually bought me.
I did buy you that one, huh?
And now it's like those look like anime made cafe type
Yeah.
ears. So all around that Saturday, like if we was, that also brings up another story, but I'm gonna continue that. We're wearing this that like the ears, and I got all white on. So I said, you know what? I don't have a maid outfit, but damn sure I'm gonna be Deathmade. So I put like our actual mask on, and I had nothing but the Deadpool swords on my back, and I had holsters on my side. I was like, let me just clean up your act. That was my entire catchphrase. Is Deathmade doesn't clean up houses. We clean up your act.
And it's at this point as well that I had gotten this staff from the dealer's den, and I also had brought a sorcerer's cowl with me. So I kind of just got the staff, this cowl, and I got these leather bracers, and that's how I ended up becoming the Party Wizard.
So it was literally Deathmade and Party Wizard for a while.
Yeah.
We was just like we were just like, we always do this at Con, bro.
Yeah.
We always become a dynamic duo.
Now, the most funny part about Friday, though, is when we went to go to this barbecue. Yeah, we went to go to this barbecue that one of our mutual friends was throwing, and during that time, Icarus asked, "Hey, AJ, I want to use the staff, show off his bow fighting skills."
So if anybody doesn't know, like I do a couple of martial arts. I'm training in Muay Thai, and I do a lot of weapon training with martial arts. So this staff is like a big BT fucking staff, and I was like, yo, I can rock this. There's a video somewhere.
That's not the only thing big in BD.
Oh my Lord! So I said, I can rock this. So let me I'm gonna practice. I haven't touched the bow staff in a minute. I got this.
He does not have this.
I did not have this. And there's a video out there somewhere. I'm trying to find it. And if I can find it, I'm putting it up. But there's a video out there not of me at the barbecue. It's of me of the dance circle on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
With me throwing that stick by accident.
Yeah.
But back to this Friday, this barbecue. I'm twirling the stick. Everyone's just like, yeah. I got really, really excited that I can hone my skills.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit in the Taco Bell sound, because you know how nunchucks?
No.
You know how nunchucks are so bad when like
No.
you don't know how to use them, which I do
Do
know.
not. Don't tell me. Yeah.
Yep.
I whacked the shit out of my dick.
Wait, is that how you broke it?
That's how I broke it.
I thought you broke it because you was fucking too many people.
No.
Funny enough,
funny
right?
enough. No, that literally stopped me from fucking
Yeah.
a lot of people.
He had to disappoint a lot of people.
I didn't know
Had
that.
to disappoint a lot of people
I swear
that
you
weekend.
guys told me it was because you fucked so many people.
No, it was literally because I whacked the shit out of my dick. So at that point, the point of impact made my voice sound like what's that? When you're a singer.
Falsetto.
It's not
Yeah,
falsetto.
I-
Falsetto is when you're like no. It's like tenor, alto, soprano. I sounded like a
Soprano.
fucking soprano when I am indeed a tenor.
Yeah.
I never squealed that hard. In the aftermath of it, when I say I was the most physical damage in this entire con, I mean I was fucking scared for my life this
No.
entire con.
That whack fucking altered the entire course of the con.
That was like the Thanos snap.
It really was.
If I lost any kids, it wasn't because
You ain't having any kids, so.
it was. If I lost any kids, it wasn't because it's on somebody's face or in somebody's butthole. It's because they got disintegrated
Yeah.
by that single smack.
Gone. Reduced to atoms.
50% of my kids is gone. Thanos really did snap, and it just affected my balls.
Oh my god.
He only has one testicle now, actually.
I wish.
No. So that's the thing though. It's like after he did it, we all kind of just brushed it off. We didn't think it was really anything, honestly. It was like whack, and he was like, ah, all that, right? But then afterwards, I thought
And this
he
is going to
should be
be
fine.
This is going to be a content warning, but this is going to get a little squeamish.
Are you okay?
Now I am, but this is going to get a little squeamish. Continue.
So we thought, oh, he's gonna be fine, right? And then I can't tell the rest of the story. It's gotta be you.
Okay, shit.
It's gotta be you.
All right. So we in the hotel room,
Mm-hmm.
and I go. For me in particular, because I knew I was gonna have a promiscuous weekend. I was literally wore nothing, had nothing but jock straps, no underwear, no briefs, nothing, just straight up jock straps. That was.
You were in a jaw strap, but you about to take it up the ass when you know damn well you ain't. So
Listen, everyone says I got a nice butt. I'm gonna show it off, even though it's inaccessible.
Inaccessible.
Inaccessible. Thank you. But my shit was leaking, and it wasn't piss. It wasn't cum. And I'm gonna bleep most of this shit out, or cut most of this shit out. But it was pus. That shit, I'm telling you, that scared absolute fire out of me. I literally called the nearest parenthood clinic. I called the nearest STD clinic because I literally thought that I caught something. I was scared.
Yeah.
But then I did some research on myself. I was like, yo, okay. That entire weekend, no STD clinics was open. I was like, it's a fucking FurCon. You need to have it open. I said, don't the one in Chicago, MFF has
They
like
do,
STD.
but they run out of they like overbook every year.
It's like,
Oh
dog,
Christ.
it's like, dog, this would be the most opportune time to have one open. Please.
Well, no one's fucking at Anthrocon. They're fucking at MFF.
Excuse you, no one's fucking at Anthrocon.
Shit.
That shit is public PG in the foreground, but
Okay,
Oh
but
God.
You wasn't the only one who got laid. So even say that to me.
exactly. Shush. Shut your mouth.
And can you believe I've never?
But you're not a furry.
I know, but it's like
You sound
shit.
like a virgin right now.
Don't gotta be a furry to get some ass, right?
Are you trying?
No.
No,
Exactly.
you are one of those that is loyal to the bone.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. But you know, still.
I wanted the choice at least.
It's just like damn.
Like, let me get the choice at
I
least.
would like the option.
It's like I would decline it, but like just give me something. So yeah, that was the story of how I broke my dick. And no, it wasn't because I was fucking too much.
No.
No, it was because
The only one who fucked him was him.
yeah,
God.
I Thanos my own children. That
Because literally, like, before we even like turned this podcast on, Fox had texted me, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna break my dick the way Icarus did," and he thought I didn't know, but I knew, but I
You didn't know the actual
you didn't know the
context.
actual
I
context. yeah.
swear one of y'all told me it was because he was fucking too much.
Nope. None of that.
Uh,
None of that.
Nope.
Literally prevented me for my whole weekend. You know Felix the Fox?
You'll be-
Everybody's.
You'll be fine.
Well, I'm fine now, thank God.
He just has to go to MFF. Make up for all the last time.
MFF is more.
One of the absolute.
One of the absolute, yeah.
Midwest fuck fest.
So I'm gonna just be like, fucking put a headband on and just be ready.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm making up for lost time.
Freaking ninja style, 1,000 years of pain, these bitches.
Be like, Neji, 1 dick, 2 dicks, 4 dicks, 32 dicks, 54 pumps. Give him the all nature pumps.
Oh my fucking god. Oh shit. Yo.
And he was out of commission all of Saturday too. I
Yeah.
remember because you did not feel better.
That
till
was
Sunday.
all. No, I didn't feel better until after, like a week after Anthrocon.
So you were sitting on that Greyhound with your limp dick.
I'm gonna tell you about that.
No,
I'm gonna no,
so that's
do
what-
not, do not tell the story yet.
No, no,
This is
no.
until the end.
I'm not gonna say that part. But I'm saying that's why. Okay, you know what? Chronological order, right?
Like, do not say anything about this. The travel back.
Okay.
That's not until end of podcast. Let's move on until Saturday. So Saturday, this is literally where the photo happens.
Mm-hmm.
The fursuit parade happens. This is probably where we went to the dealer's end when we
Mhm.
just de-suited and everything.
What a good experience.
So it was, and before we even quite
No.
to tell me the story, because he gave me a little glimpse of it. Since literally our stories do not connect. Like he said before, Cinnabon is literally
I'm doing my own thing.
doing his own thing. He is not with us. So all the
Yeah.
craziness that we're saying, this is his first time hearing about it, or like
Vice versa.
So I want to hear about this story that you literally just told me 2 minutes ago before we cut the shit off.
You're talking about the one with Barry, right?
The one with Barry, yeah.
So I had recently made friends with this furry that I met on Grinder.
Oh god, no, but praise Barry. He's amazing.
Oh yeah, and
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
we'll get to that in a second. But so Barry ends up going to Anthrocon, but he ends up only going for the weekend. And I wanted to show him around the con because he's never been to Anthrocon before, and this is his first con in like 5 years or something. So we're hanging out. He's meeting a lot of my friends. Oh, excuse me. He's getting like we got tacos together. We're having a great time. And you know, as furries who meet on Grindr do, you know, I go back to his hotel room and I stay the night with him. Fuck you. Also, Barry, if you're listening, I'm sorry. So,
Yeah, he definitely didn't whack his dick.
Good job, Barry. Good job.
Oh my god, why are we blowing up the spot?
he got the job done.
Hey, I couldn't.
So, sorry. So, in order to get back to his hotel, because he's in a hotel that's not even really near the convention center. Like, anyone who's been to the Pittsburgh area knows about that river. His hotel is on the other side of the river. In order to get back to his hotel, because he's in a hotel that's not even really near the convention So no, like anyone who's been to the Pittsburgh area knows about that river. His hotel is on the other side of the river. So he has to drive us back. So it's like late at night, the sun's already gone down, and we're following his GPS. And at one point, he has to stop because his GPS is leading him in the completely wrong direction as to where the hotel is. So he ends up changing it and typing in the address manually instead of just like going through it on Google Maps or something. And we end up finding out that we have to go back from where we came and go in and make this other turn somewhere else. But at this point, like, it's pitch black. There's very few street lights, and I'm from New York City, been here my whole life. These street lights are my comfort. They make me feel good. I don't like this darkness that I'm seeing all around me. And the crazy thing is the first time him and I ever spoke over the phone, we talked about this one YouTube video that freaked us both out, where this person was driving the car and the GPS was leading them into the middle of the woods. And at one point they're in the middle of the woods and the GPS says, turn off your car and turn off the headlights. And they listen, and then they hear some freaky shit, stop their car, and start just driving the hell out of there while their GPS is trying to like get them to go back. And it's such a freaky video, and it actually ends with the person crashing the car. So it's such a scary video, and then all we could think about was that video as we're trying to get to this hotel room in the middle of Pittsburgh. And oh my god, like honestly, after that like experience, I'm surprised we were even able to do it because we were freaked the fuck out. And as I like to say, a nervous bottom is not a good bottom.
And you know what's hilarious? Because as soon as you said over the bridge, it became the without story from 2018 about the bridge.
Oh God, yeah. Let's not detract from this story though. No, not too many tangents.
Yeah, I gotta go home. I don't live here, so come on.
I think that was it for his story.
That was it. I don't know. Did y'all want the raw details? Like, I don't.
No. We'll be alright. We'll be alright.
The details were not raw.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on.
And then, oh, you gotta tell about the fucking fancy restaurant.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. So we at one point we were like, oh guys, we gotta get some food. We were a big group of us. Along with our fursuit maker and her significant other, and we go out and we decide, oh, there's a steakhouse like right around the block. Let's go there, right? And so, some of us are like partially suited at this point. We go into the steakhouse and we immediately feel so out of place because we're walking in and we see like first of all, like no furries in there at all. Right? I'm over here dressed as a fucking wizard. All right, I got my staff and my bracers and my fucking sorcerer cowl on, and when the hostess asks us, oh, what's the name under? I say party wizard.
And it's funny because the booth of like when you exit, it's not even inside the restaurant.
Yeah,
it's literally outside. It's like it's not outside. It's like a little awning spot that you have to like present your name to. Like the hostess is just like in this little box, and then. When she called you, it was like, oh, now you go into the restaurant.
Yeah.
So we literally went into the restaurant and it was just like met with so many eyes and so many glares.
Yeah. It's like immediately we were like, wow, y'all were just out here trying to take y'all kids to some dinner, and then all of a sudden our squad just rolls up like the dumb A-team, like. No, so like we sit down. And the worst part of it wasn't even just like the looks, because we're no stranger to looks, right? It was when we sat down and we saw the menu, we saw those prices, we took our water and dipped. Like we were like,
no.
No, what's the name of that restaurant? The furry one?
Fernando's?
Fernando's. We just went like, no, let's just go to Fernando's.
I don't even think we went there.
You did go.
We went there, but not after that restaurant. We actually went to Emporio, the Italian restaurant, where we had to stay outside for like 2 hours because the reservations was just up there. Okay. That food was real good though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't blame you for dipping. Why pay that much for beef and you just get it free?
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh God. Oh God. You still have this fucking candy in here?
Listen, that is not part of the goddamn podcast. Thank you. Get me out of it.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Because I saw
The other box is in the kitchen.
Okay, you know what? Fucking side note, all right?
No fucking.
No, Icarus has had these fucking. He's had these little, you know, the little like
Sour
gummy,
burgers.
yeah, the little sour gummy burgers, right? Only thing is, these things have been here since we moved here a year ago.
Was a Christmas gift from my very best friend from work.
You can't eat these, bro.
Why do you think half of the box is empty? And why the fuck do you think my teeth is rotting at this point?
Why are you keeping them then?
Because she's a friend.
not to be too loud. You got neighbors, is it?
Fuck them.
Not fuck them. Okay. I think we've done enough fucking. Also, I'm totally gonna eat one of these right now just to see what happens.
Oh, he's just gonna explode.
I'm just a little masochistic, you know.
Okay, no, but
So,
continue.
so moving forward, moving to another topic. The fursuit parade and the fursuit photo. For some reason, that fursuit photo was out of your face. I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to keep it professional, but seeing your face is hilarious. That's how I am when I need a snack and I don't have one. Lifesavers. But anyway,
They kind of hit.
but thank you. But for some reason,
I'm shaking my head right now.
for some
Have
reason,
one.
No.
I have to cut all of this fucking shit out.
No, you don't.
Get to Saturday.
I'm trying. So the fursuit photo and the fursuit parade. Did anyone realize what happened in the fursuit photo?
No.
That not every fursuiter was accounted for.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That they closed the door.
They had to close the door early, yeah.
I was like, bro. I like at closing ceremonies. It was like 2,700 or something like that.
Mhm.
Or 2,900. It was one of them.
It was like 9,000 attendees in general. There's
Yeah,
probably
but
more than 2,000
Yeah,
persons.
yeah, but like you have like 200 or 300 fursuiters that couldn't get into the fursuit photo and not counted. So we have way more fursuiters than we did at the ending count.
Yeah.
So I feel like for some reason I feel like COVID fucked up Anthrocon a little bit because like hello, y'all used to never do that. You used to never close that shit early.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm mad because I still have not to this day found a HD version of that photo. The photo that they uploaded to Twitter, I found myself, luckily, but I am a pixel.
On some Where's Waldo shit.
I found myself too, and shout out to the deer that was in front of me whose horns covering my face.
But the parade was rocking. Like I felt the parade this year. Like usually when I'm doing a parade, this is my first time in a full suit, by the way, in this parade. But this time I felt it. Like I felt the energy with the crowd.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that hypeness, literally, me hyping up that crowd actually spilled over into the hypeness of Sunday. That is disgusting.
Ew.
You are disgusting.
I'm gonna eat it. I just
That's more
it
disgusting.
got stuck on my teeth. I had to take it out.
He just chewed it up and then spit it out like a mama
I
bird.
ate the first two pieces. Leave me alone.
There you go. So segueing in, the hypeness literally spilled over into Sunday. Because
Mhm.
this is where most of miscellaneous shit happened.
Yeah.
This was like literally, we only had a few hours left of the con, and shit was just going ham. And the dance circle right before,
Oh god.
Right
So
before-
great.
oh my god, right? It was like right before dancing ceremonies. Oh,
Closing ceremony.
there it goes. But
Yeah.
that dance circle was just, well, so for context, we literally waiting online for closing ceremonies. We were just like, yo, all right, let's just go. It's gonna be, I don't know what's happening. It's gonna be boring. We could just,
I don't even bother. I never go to those.
but when we went, we just saw a couple of fursuiters just dancing.
Mhm.
It was like, all right, that's cool. Like, everybody just dancing. Somebody has a big speaker.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I told myself, I was just watching them. I was like, I got this.
Oh, you got lit.
I went into the circle. Not only did I get lit, I made everyone else get lit.
Yeah.
You should.
There's a couple videos of me hyping this crowd up so much. It would have felt like the energy there felt like the rave.
Yeah. That's what was great about it. It felt like a mini rave.
And I don't like to toot my own horn, but that shit was because of me. And I had so many people who was like, yo, you are the illest hype. You hyped us up so much that entire goddamn time while we was waiting for closing ceremony. Like, yeah, because if you want to dance, you're not hated here. Yo, everyone is loved. No matter if you can't dance or not, get in the middle of the circle, dance your heart out. You go and clap, you go and cheer.
That means that if you're dancing like AJ, you will be judged.
By me. If it's AJ.
Damn. People up too. I was having a good time.
Oh, I know you were. I was at the rave one time and you was in that conga line and you dead conga right by me and I looked at you and I was like, I know this man.
So that's why you're mad.
I ain't mad. I was chilling. When I'm at a rave, I just be standing in the corner voguing. I be like...
You know what's funny? The second conga line happened.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
The conga line happened.
And I joined that one too.
And then there was the third one because of the ones that closed the ceremonies.
Mm-hmm.
We had a conga line up on South, and everybody was just fucking enjoying it. I feel like that moment was when my dick hurt the least. Because I'm gonna go back to that story.
The hype was an anesthetic.
Chip damage, like you said.
He looks like he wants to kill me.
Chip damage, like you said.
That gummy burger don't kill me first.
It probably will.
Honestly.
It probably will.
I can feel it in my teeth.
Goodbye. But I have to say, that Sunday almost made it. It made like everything so great. That's what I like to see about Anthrocon. And there's a TikTok video where it's just like, oh, this is what anime cons used to be like, but now they're different. But this is like what it should be like. And it was just a conga line of just all of us. It was so good, so inviting. I really love the vibe at Furry Con right now. That was like,
oh yeah, yeah. So part of the reason why I always come to furry conventions with Icarus is obviously part of it was initially the rave, but then after a while I just realized the vibe is just immaculate. Like everybody's just there to have a good time, and I love that, honestly.
Amen.
Yeah. You can really just go there and you can just forget about the troubles of the outside world for a little while. It doesn't matter who you were before you came to the convention center. What matters is that you're there and you're having a good time with like-minded people who are into the nerdy shit that you're into.
Yeah. And it's like, it's so cool. It's so cool. But now, we gotta close it off with one more story. And let's circle that shit right back from the beginning. We gotta close this off.
Guys, you remember Baltimore?
Yeah. Let's talk about the trip back.
Oh Lord. Okay.
The crazy thing about the trip for me was honestly like the fact that we did not take off immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And AJ can confirm this because I'm always thinking about this one right here and his partner. I'm always thinking about them because I've known you for like 7 years, but I've known Fox for like 8 years. So for anyone who doesn't know, these two are together because of me. I introduced them. So I pretty much know how they work inside and out at this point. And I know that when going back, we have to do a transfer bus.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to get off and then transfer to a new one. And it's about an hour-long layover. But our bus does not take off for like, what, an hour? Maybe more than an hour?
More than an hour, actually.
So at this point, I'm texting AJ as it's getting longer and longer. And I'm like, if we miss this transfer, Chris and Fox are going to freak out. What do we do? Because I don't want to tell them now. And then they start freaking out now.
Mm-hmm.
And his idea was good. We were like, let's just see what happens. and worry about that when the time comes. And then we actually get in the Greyhound, and AJ says to me, I'm thinking about taking an edible. Do you think I should? And I look at him with my tired eyes, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Because if we are stuck somewhere, I'm not babysitting everyone. So Icarus, Fox, and I went to MFF, and because we went to MFF together, though they've now called me Den Mother. And you know what? I'll take that title with pride. I don't care. But Den Mother ends when you leave the den.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to be anyone's fucking babysitter at this point.
Yeah.
And I say to him, I was like, no, you better not take this edible because you are not leaving me alone.
And it was the best decision I could have possibly made because the story gets worse. So
before even that, like, me and my boyfriend has two different ways of freaking out. My freak out is anger. Like, I go straight from I'm mad to somebody's going to die today, and I don't know who. Just imagine that being amplified with the pain I'm in. Continue.
yeah. So this entire time, I'm concerned because obviously Cinnabon is telling me like, hey, if we don't take off in time, Icarus and Fox are going to freak out. And I've known Icarus for 13 years. Yeah. And I've gotten to kind of get really acquainted with his temper, right? So at this point, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna lose his shit. So this entire time, I'm trying to run damage control because Icarus is just fuming in the corner this entire time.
We didn't even tell him about the text.
Oh yeah.
Pissed off. I immediately was pissed off.
Yeah.
As soon as I got
We got to this point with just on the worst foot because one of Icarus's friends almost wasn't able to get onto her bus. She had to get onto another bus because the bus that she was trying to get onto wouldn't let her on because DK her bag was too big. Bullshit, because she got onto the other bus, right? But as soon as his friend came up to him crying, immediately he was like static mode. Who do I gotta kill? Who do I gotta fuck up? And I'm telling him, dude, just let's see what this other bus driver says, because maybe this is an isolated incident. Thankfully, that ended up being the case. But that's the thing, though, is I've realized I kind of have to act as this fuckhead's Jiminy Cricket. You know, I kind of have to rein him in. So it's a good thing that I did, and it's also a good thing that Cinnabon talked me out.
It's fine. My birth name is Christian, and it's the only thing Christian about me. Continue.
Oh, that's a good one, actually. But so, he talked me out of taking that edible while we were on the bus, and it's the best possible thing I could have done because we end up getting to Baltimore. We completely miss our transfer, right? We get to Baltimore, and there are no agents.
We didn't miss the transfer per se. We missed it was supposed to be a transfer at 2:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We get there at 3 a.m. and we find out the bus that's supposed to get on to go all the way back to New York is actually running late.
Yes, that's right.
We find out it's actually running late.
Yeah.
And at first we thought we had to wait till 6 a.m. for an agent to arrive so we can figure out like what bus we can get on next. And we find out the bus is late and it's coming at 5:30 a.m. So relatively the same wait.
Right.
But the funny thing about this is I will say this, I did not help the situation by saying this, but as we get to this station, I'm having such serious deja vu moment because I realized that this is the exact same Baltimore station that I got stuck in on my way to my first ever Anthrocon in 2019.
Yup.
And I sat there, I looked around, and I was like, you miss me? I was like, wow.
Motherfucker came back to haunt you. Oh, man.
Might as well just move in at this point.
We have a joke. It's just like, day, we all died, and this is just purgatory.
Yeah, literally.
And we're still there.
Literally.
Like,
Baltimore.
Like, yeah, we're still there. So from now on, that station is literally purgatory.
Yeah. Literally.
If y'all thought Purgatory was the army surgeon that we got going to Anthrocon, no, it is that particular Baltimore bus station in the middle of nowhere, but it's open 24 hours.
Yep. Purgatory is a Greyhound bus station in Baltimore, Maryland.
Found it.
Yep.
I'm not happy. Maybe. Probably. I think we're dead.
You're gonna want to though. No, but like we end up getting there, and at first we thought, oh, bus is getting here late. That might be a good thing, right? Means we made our transfer, right? Bus gets there. Bus driver says, hey, I'm out of hours. Can't take you the whole way. The fuck do you mean?
Which actually happened to me going to Anthrocon my first trip.
Yeah.
The reason I was so late was because the bus driver, by the time we were finally able to leave New York City, he had to take us back to the station because he didn't have hours. So I had to explain to them that the way it works is that they're also paid hourly, and just like any other like classic corporate job, they're not gonna want to pay the people overtime. So if they run out of hours, they cannot take you anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was like, all right, what I can do is I can take y'all to New Jersey, and then from there, we're gonna get another driver, right? So we end up having to do another transfer as we take the bus. Yo, Icarus is looking up to the sky as if he's reliving this whole shit.
I remember that. No. I remember. Because that is when the pain hit the worst.
Yeah.
Like, literally. We got off that station, and then, of course, you have to, like, relieve yourself. When I told you that pus never stopped leaking that whole weekend, content warning, if you're squeamish, I'm sorry. The pus literally mashed with the head and my job strap. So I had to peel it off.
I hope you know you're never getting laid again after this.
Listen.
He's good now.
I'm good.
Everyone listening to this is going to think of this story whenever you rip it out.
Good. I want you to squirm in fear.
No.
I'm like a Saiyan. It just grows back stronger.
You heard that, guys? Yeah. No, but that entire time I felt so bad because I knew that I felt like shit, and I knew that if I felt like shit, Icarus felt like 10 times worse. So that whole time I was really just feeling bad for him. But the current bus driver tells us, hey, I can take y'all to New Jersey, right? We get to New Jersey and they're like, hey, new driver isn't here yet. Gotta wait. We're Ubering them here. It's like, my God, are you serious? So at this point, it is daylight. We were meant to get there before at 6, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is broad daylight. It is 9 a.m.
I got to watch the sunrise for the first time in my life.
Yup. And we're like, what the hell is happening, right? Finally, next bus driver comes through, takes us there. We end up getting to Port Authority at 11 a.m. Right? And at this point, this is when our Lord and Savior Barry comes in.
Barry Christ.
The goat.
Mind you, the entire time this is happening to us with the Greyhound, I've actually been texting Barry.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he was actually willing to drive all the way to Baltimore to pick us up and take us back. Like, I don't know if I told you guys that.
Yeah, he did.
He was willing to go. Like, it would have taken him 3 hours to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But we were debating because we didn't know if the bus was gonna come. We didn't know if it was gonna be able to take us. And we were debating, do we gamble with this bus, or do we just wait the 3 hours for something that's actually guaranteed? And then, like, we had the same discussion even in New Jersey. Yeah. Because we didn't know if the driver was gonna come. We didn't know what was gonna happen. We were already broken and dead inside.
Yes.
And dead in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, you know, Jersey's right next to New York City, but unfortunately we were south enough in Jersey where it still would have been a 2-hour trip for Barry. So we end up just saying, can you pick us up at Port Authority? Right next to New York City, but unfortunately we were south enough in Jersey where it still would have been a 2-hour trip for Barry. So we end up just saying, can you pick us up at Port Authority? Because we were at a point where after this bus ride being, how long was it? Like another 18 hours or something?
Yeah.
That happened to me twice, 18 hours.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
never taking a Greyhound again.
No.
Amtrak from here on.
Or
Yes.
plane ride, it's 30 minutes. A 30-minute plane
No,
ride.
why would you go up and down just to go through TSA for that? Literally up and down.
I could ask the girls who are on top of the same thing.
Ooh.
You and your clapback.
Yo, the clapbacks. Yes.
So we were like, okay, we're gonna get to Port Authority, then we have to take an hour-long train ride to get back home because we don't live in Manhattan. We don't live in this city. We live in the Bronx.
Yeah.
So we have to get from Lower Manhattan, where Port Authority is, back to our homes in the Bronx. And it's even worse for Fox because Fox lives in Massachusetts and he has to get to his car, which is parked near my old job in the Bronx, and then drive another 3 hours to get to Massachusetts to clock into work. Not even to rest, to clock into work. So anyone who's in Massachusetts right now, go to his job, beat his manager up for us because we about to do it.
Word.
We about to do it. But
I break my cast. Okay.
so I'm texting Barry and I was like, can you pick us up at Port Authority? And him being the goat that he is, picks us up at Port Authority and one by one drops all of us off at our respective areas.
Oh my god.
I've never wanted to be home so bad.
Seriously.
Like this bed. Oh my god. I went to sleep for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like I did not wake up.
Like, sweet Christ.
I was
being
actually
able to
supposed to-
sleep in my own bed.
I was supposed to go to work on Tuesday after.
No, you go.
Yeah, I texted
Yeah.
them and I was like, yeah, I'm not coming in. So it was actually supposed to be my first day at the store too, which is so funny. So I was like, I wasn't even on the schedule. I was like, can I come Wednesday instead of Tuesday? And they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah. Like, thank God for Barry. Seriously.
Yeah, Barry, if you're watching, if you're listening to this, we love you.
Seriously.
I'm sorry I told the story from Saturday, but I love you nonetheless.
Yeah.
And with that, we're gonna have to call it a day, bro. I'll cut that out. And with that, we're gonna have to call it. So thank you guys for listening to our little rambles. If y'all like more of these, just let me know in the comments below. Just subscribe, like, do it all of this, do all of that. I am tired. It is.
One
it
like
is.
equals one prayer for Icarus's dick.
Listen, it's already healed.
But his mental state, it hasn't healed in his
That
mind.
one did not.
Yeah. No.
That one did not. But thank you guys so much for watching. And again, we'll see you in the next one. My name is Icarus. I'm the Bad Luck Charm. And I'm heading off. See ya. Y'all want to say goodbye? Y'all want to plug in something before we go?
I'll plug in the artist for my like little sticker there. If you're wondering why my art is so much different from these other two, that's because Icarus did not draw that. That was drawn by the phenomenal Slushykins over on Instagram and Twitter. Commission them. They have commissions open every month.
There will be links in the description below. AJ, if you want to link anything, I don't know, Party Wizard time. I don't know.
If y'all see Party Wizard, come and hit me up. We cast some spells together. Have a good time.
And dance with them.
Please.
And with that, peace out.